All right, so today we decided to talk on the injury report. I want to talk about Chris Paul. You know, I got on the Suns jersey, although I like to wear the Suns jersey because they're just like the number one team in the league right now, so he ain't wrong for wearing that jersey. But I wanted to talk about Chris Paul and his thumb injury, his right thumb. All right, so it was an avulsion fracture. Carl, you know what an avulsion fracture is?
Tell me, bro.
Avulsion fracture is when a tendon goes under pressure and so much pressure where it rips parts of the bone off. So a fracture is when you crack and break the bone, a crack in the bone. Avulsion fracture is when the tendon tears it and causes it to pull away from its source.
So that's a soft bone to be on our thumb?
No, I'd say like avulsion fractures can happen anywhere. It's just about the impact of the injury. So that can happen in the knee, elbow, anywhere. But it's just about the impact and the force. And we're going to talk about that force right now. All right, so if you were watching the game or if you go watch the replays, he was making a pass in front of Tate. He was playing the Rockets. He's making a pass in front of Tate. He was following through with the pass, and you will see that his thumb made an impact with Tate's forearm in making that follow through. Super pull back, and as soon as it happened, you can see Chris Paul is grabbing around the base of the knuckle of the thumb, around that base area. Let me say, they have make a note about what the area is called. The metatarsophalangeal joint area. That's look at the palm of your hand, that big knuckle right there. You see him grab around there, feel around there. That is that's around the area where this avulsion fracture happened.
I had a couple of them playing ball then.
Yeah, probably. You know what I'm saying? Just let heal on his own. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got the best medical care. We have tendons on both sides, on the medial and the lateral side. That's the inside and the outside side. And also the ulnar collateral ligament also runs through that area as well. So it's hard to tell what happened at the source of injury, but it's more likely based on the mechanism of injury because it was going for it and he's going through the guy's hand. The medial ligament might have had to tear in it. So they said it's going to be about 6 to 8 weeks. Hopefully that you're going to see them things where he's playing basketball with his left hand. You're going to see situations where he on the court taking free throws with his left hand. But this should not be a serious injury. Chris Paul should be able to in 6 to 8 weeks come back very naturally and normally. And unless he hits another impact like that again, this should not be something that Suns fans should worry about. That this injury for Chris Paul would be anything to take him out the playoffs. And notice I said this injury for Chris Paul. But that's like you said. I wanted to touch on that too. That is something that happens a lot. And not to say it's common to have an avulsion fracture, but it's common to have a lot of stress and strain on that area through a lot of motions. You can call it, people call it jamming, but in that situation, it's almost like you overstretching it. You'll see that with football players hitting hands on helmets, because both them coming forward, it get hit, get snatched, hit the helmet, hit the hard part of the jersey, similar situations.
So you think that's taking a caution, like so?
No, I think that's a bone tearing away from a source. I think that just got to heal. You come back too early, you could risk making it worse. Not just even more precautionary. It's just like you don't want to make it worse. You want it to heal properly so we can move forward naturally.
So you think you're gonna need a off-season surgery?
I don't think so. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes and see how he heals. It's early in the stage now, but I don't think a situation like that may require it unless you have complications in the healing process.
Gotcha.
And complications could, if you have complications in the healing process, it might require surgery within the 6 to 8 weeks, and he might not come back for the rest of the season. That's a possible too. It's a good question. That is possible to happen, but again, no, it doesn't seem like that's the feeling around the Phoenix Suns camp. So I don't want to say something like that again. Be the first one to say it.
All right.
All right, so that is our injury report. Moving on to our next section. All right, so we are back, moving on to our mid-season awards. If you're not familiar with it, this is where we pick out who's the MVP, who's the sixth man of the year, who's the most improved, who's the coach of the year, who's the executive team of the year.
You say sixth man?
I said 6 man. I said 6 man. I think I covered everything.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's all the awards we're gonna cover.
I can say, yeah, be your ear.
I was pulling them fast out my head though. So that's what we're gonna go do right now. I'm gonna throw it to Carl. I'm gonna let him just go straight through. Oh, no, let's go back and forth on each one. Let's go back and forth on each one.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly.
Let's start with the lesser one and move our way to the big MVP.
Okay, so let's go with defensive player of the year.
All right, that's the one I didn't say. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
Okay. Defensive player of the year. Man, Draymond Green was injured for the past couple of weeks. Caruso, even though it would have been a long shot, was injured for the past couple of weeks. So with that said, I'll have to go. Man, I want to look at that rookie. I like that Evan Mobley rookie. But I'm going to have to go definitely with a Rudy Gobert. Just for the mid-season award. Man, and I was looking at Allen too. I'm going with Allen. Let me go with Allen. Jared Allen. He's leading the team in the top defense in the league. Great defensive rating. I'm gonna go with Allen.
I was going with Caruso, but like you say, he's been injured a lot. So I'm gonna go with somebody from the Miami Heat. I'm going with Bam Adebayo.
Ain't mad at you.
Give Bam
Another top 5 defensive team in the league, and he's leading that defense, even though they got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
They got Kyle Lowry. But he's leading it. He's leading it. So I like that. Let's move on.
Okay. Next we got most improved.
Most improved player. Oh man. I want to give it to DeRozan.
DeRozan?
Yeah, but it's hard to say that because different systems, different requirements. But we've seen DeRozan at a high level before.
Right.
But this is the highest level we've ever seen DeRozan.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at DeRozan, but let me give him a little thought. Can I put some thought into this one?
Yeah, you put a thought. Let me talk.
Yeah.
I was like you say, with so much players I was looking at. I was like, hey, even like a Moran. But these guys are to me, they're already like stars. So most improved to me is somebody who, this is how I feel, who ain't a star, but you could see them made that jump to be a star. So like,
don't call a bunch of names. Call your own one. It come back to me now. I got my.
So you said you get yours then. So let me just say, say some names. Since you get your name.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm not gonna call a Moran. I'm not gonna call a Garland because these dudes already made the All-Star team. So they're stars to me. So I was thinking, I said, yo, this dude made the All-Star team as well. Who I really picked? And I said, but he came on for injury. So he pretty much wouldn't have made the All-Star team.
Right.
So I went with the DeJounte Murray from the Spurs.
Nice pick.
Yeah.
Nice pick.
Yeah, bro.
So I was thinking 2 names when it all came back to me. It was rushing back to me. I do like Darius Garland.
Right.
And I do like Miles Bridges. And I like how you said, because I'm going to go with Miles Bridges. No, I don't know if I'd say Darius Garland was a star already. I didn't know about him. And that might be my fault, but I know him now. So, like, he's top up there with me. Depends what you do for the rest of the season. But and he injured too, man, down. But Miles Bridges. I'm going to go with Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
He's more than dunks, and I don't think people realize that.
Like, he's been consistent as well.
Very consistent. Consistent.
All right,
All right.
I can dig it. Let's go to Executive of the Year.
Executive Team of the Year? I'll have to go definitely. I am liking what the Chicago Bulls did. So I don't think there's much to talk about. They brought together a great team. They saw something that no one else saw in a lot of players. I don't think a lot of people had faith in Ball. I don't think a lot of people had faith in DeRozan, Caruso. I think all people saw Caruso as this one-dimensional, off-the-bench player. So I think they saw it.
Yeah.
So I like that, and they was able to keep their assets as well. They kept Vucevic. They kept what's the next guy, man? Levine. So I like what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay. And then Williams, the player, the power forward.
Oh yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah, Williams been injured. So
now let me ask you this question: is there another team that you thought about when you think about an executive? Like they did a lot of work as well. Maybe they might not have the success as the Chicago Bulls, but they did some work. They've improved.
If you look at trade-wise, because that's how I really look at an executive. For me, like who made a good trade season, mid-season. I mean, all seasons are mid-season. Like yeah. Now you see the trade that makes a difference. I wouldn't say Washington. Washington being up and down because the pieces they got from LA was really big. Beginning of the year, they really was making some noise. So if they had continued, I would have put Washington in.
That's true. And with that said, I was thinking about the Warriors. I'm like, it wasn't a lot of trades, even though it was a couple of pieces. It's development.
Yeah,
You took guys from last year and you turned them into better guys this year. You developed some guys. I got to give you that's some off-season moves as well. So I got to look at that as well. So I was thinking the Warriors, because imagine the Warriors ain't had Klay Thompson, they ain't had Draymond Green, but they was running, bro.
If you look at the Warriors, they beat almost every year.
Oh, yeah. They have great executives. So you got to talk to your draft picks. Yeah, they have great executives. Their draft players working.
And even when they trade and they get boxing picks, you know, like
it makes sense.
Sign and trade with KD, they end up got down to getting Wiseman, and they end up getting Kaminga.
So we had to put them on the list.
Yeah.
We had to put them on the list.
That's every year.
Yeah, we got to put them on the list. All right, what we got next?
We got Rookie of the Year next.
Rookie of the Year, I think that's an easy one. I'm going to have to go with Evan Mobley. That boy is carrying on super bad. He has his team in the top 4 seeding, has his team as a top 5 defense, and he has a impact on the team, scoring and defensively. Got to go with Evan Mobley.
All right. I would say him, but just to be a devil's advocate, I'm still liking my Scotty Barnes. Like he's been inconsistent, but I think he's been consistent for the most part. He's been having some big games as late. Like,
Definitely.
Look at him like, whoa, who's this kid?
That's a spectacular thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I feel that Evan Mobley's gonna win it. But I like me some Scotty Barnes.
I can't be mad at that one.
Yeah.
All right, so what we got next?
Next, we got Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, I gotta give it to our Chicago Bulls coach, Tom Thibodeau. That's Chicago Bulls.
Bro.
All right, start. Say Coach of the Year again. Who is Coach?
Okay,
Who is Coach? Oh, that's your boy who used to be in OKC.
Yeah.
He didn't miss it.
So you go
See why we gotta be alive.
Tom.
Let me ride.
No, you got to a side like I do. Like what? Man.
Going blank on now.
This shit. And I know this by name. Oh, what am I even doing?
Shit.
I'm waiting on my flip.
So let's start from what we're
Next
gonna talk
one,
about.
next
So what's
one.
the next one we're gonna talk about?
Next topic is Coach of the Year.
Ooh, I like this one. I'm gonna go first.
You go first.
I feeling that Chicago Bulls coach who was just talking about them, everything they did. I even mentioned them in the previous segment. They gotta get some awards. Coach of the Year is a really great award. How great they've been doing. Although the injury is, I'm hoping that they could bounce back by the end of the season. I think we shouldn't hold them to injuries. I think they showed us what they could do. And if DeMar DeRozan could carry them to doing some things, that's even better. So I'm gonna go with Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan. All right. I was gonna be biased this time, and I was gonna pick the Miami Heat because with some players injured, some players out with COVID, some players just Spo has really carried us to that first seed. He's always been a nice coach. Like I remember when we first got him, I was like, why are we hiring this guy? But now seeing what he does, yo, I love Spo. But if he wins, I'll be happy. If he don't win, and my pick will be from the Grizzlies, I'll go with Taylor Jenkins. Because the Grizzlies has been making some noise. It was like on a 16 game winning streak.
10 without Ja.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And Ja has shown that he's stepped to another level. But the coach has really put in work, and you can see from the draft picks they get now, they're starting to evolve into this great team. So the luck, So I like what he's been doing, bro. I like what he's been doing. So
I can't throw the honorable mention.
do it, bro.
The Cavaliers coach. I don't know his name. I'm gonna put
Bickerstaff.
Jeff Bickerstaff.
Oh man, see, why you doing this to me, bro? I'm gonna put up right now. I don't keep talking, bro.
Nah. I go wait. We go wait. Man, we editing, so we go wait.
Let's make it look good, bro.
No, look at me when you say it. When I say it again, can I throw in another name? I can smooth that out.
This way is killing me.
So my dad's gonna tell you, like, God, man, Jessica be recording. Don't keep stalking.
Bickerstaff.
It's me, JB. I say
Hey,
Jeff.
I say Bickerstaff.
Is his
That's
name
right.
Jeff?
Now,
All right, look
Okay.
at me. Can I throw in another name for honorable mention?
why not?
I like the Cavaliers coach, JB Bickerstaff. Look what the Cavaliers doing.
Yeah.
And they ain't got nobody injured, so he running this medical program good too. Garland injured now, and they let him play an All-Star game, so I probably got to take that comment back. But I love what that team doing. Obviously, he's a great defensive coach, and they're looking good.
I was gonna ask you a question, but you stopped doing it. Well, I was gonna ask you why you whispering.
Oh my, no, because no, man. We in the
You
good
was like,
mics now.
Can I say?
We in the good mics. We in the good mic now, so I know how it sounds.
Why you getting this voice?
I
like,
know how it
you
sounds.
know, the next team I wanna do the Cavaliers.
No, man,
Like
wanna-
burn JB Bickerstaff. I'm like, why this dude whispering, dog?
Can I talk to my mic? Can I make love to my mic?
Do your thing, bro. But
Bro,
yeah, JB.
JB Bickerstaff. You like him though? You like that pick though?
He been,
You like
he
that
been
pick though? Boy, you can't take niggas nowhere. All right, so let's recap this particular one. Who you had?
I had Taylor Jenkins from
Taylor
the
Jenkins.
Grizzlies.
And I had Billy Donovan from the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
What we got next?
Next, we have Sixth Man of the Year.
Sixth man of the year. Sixth man of the year.
I'm going with my boy again from the 305. Tyler Hero.
Can't argue with that.
305 from the Miami Heat.
That was my pick as well, but now I don't want to pick him no more.
Why?
Because you pick him.
Okay.
But that would have been my pick. Tyler Hero, definitely. Again, in first place. He's been showing out with all those injuries, like you said, all year.
Oh, yeah.
I thought from the start of the year, he's been showing out. So I do like me a Tyler Hero.
Like, I feel if he was starting, he'd have been an all-star.
He was in consideration.
Yeah,
I think
he
me
was
and you
starting.
talked about that during the All-Star situation.
Yeah.
He was kind of in consideration. But now who you got as like some honorable mentions though? Because
There's-
people out here doing work.
There's no honorable mention. There's only one from the Miami Heat.
Who else? Who else?
Oh, you try to think about
Yeah, I
it.
ain't trying to get
I
anybody
didn't think about nobody else. Who else we got? Who can give him a run for his money? Oh man. If Melo would have been, Melo was semi.
Where did it start? Where did it start? Yeah. See everybody else. I don't know.
Melo being semi-consistent, but Hero just being from off the bat, he's just been producing, bro. Yeah, I can't really think about nobody else, bro.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that then.
Okay.
What we going? What we got next?
We have the MVP, the most valuable player. I'm gonna go with Russell Westbrook.
So what we gonna do? Let's work, man. Let's work, man. Let's do some work, man. We ain't making jokes. We working.
Oh, bro. I mean,
Give me your top two. Give me your number 2 and give me your number 1.
all right. My number. Oh man, like I can see him being.
You gonna stop insulting Russell Westbrook on my show? I'm the host now. You gonna stop insulting
man.
Russell Westbrook on my goddamn show? Now
All
go
right.
ahead.
I can see him being winning it, right? But I'm gonna play devil. I'll forget again. My number 2 is DeRozan, and my number 1, if he keep doing what he doing, I'm gonna go with Morant. Yeah.
Now, my number 2 is Embiid.
Yeah.
My number 1 is DeRozan. But Ja Morant is my dark horse. So like I was really just talking to somebody the other day, and I said, "Yo, Ja Morant really just needs to have they have about 26 games left or something like that.
about that.
Is he has 12 more awesome games.
Yeah.
He's in the same conversation as DeRozan and Joel Embiid. And so I'm like, because I think when we talked about comparison to John Morant and Derrick Rose, one of the things I was saying was Derrick Rose had an MVP in his third season. John Morant is very close. Yeah, like I said, 12 more games and we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. And it depends where your seeding is. You got Joel Embiid, top 3 seed. If John Morant finishes in the top 3 seed, maybe top 2, what are we talking? So that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
And then with the injuries to the Suns, then you have the Warriors being like an offie without Green.
They could probably finish first.
Bro.
They could finish first. Now the Nuggets moving up. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. The Nuggets working. But that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Like you said, they got a top 2 seed. It'd be like, yo, if they beat the Warriors, like you have to be like, yo.
But then the problem is you look at the Bulls. The Bulls don't have plenty players missing. If DeRozan carry them to the top 3 seeds, what are we talking? And then we gonna look at, man, John Morant gonna win this again sometime. If I'm a voter, DeRozan, boy, he ain't got no season like this again. You know what I'm saying? He's a good story. Now, John Morant is a great story for the future. DeRozan is a really great story. They trade DeRozan from the Toronto Raptors to Spurs, and that same year, the Toronto Raptors won a championship. LeBron beat DeRozan all the time. DeRozan spanked that man every year in the playoffs. The one time now he has some stuff. We gotta get at to him. If I'm, because you know all the voters is like media and all that. They giving that to him. He need that. Unless Joel Embiid drops some 60-point games, and he can't do that no more because of Harden. I putting out a good little argument.
I like what you say, but I don't like that saying he get more years to win. That's like when Luka had that awesome season. They be like, yo, Luka get plenty years to win. Let's
He's gonna be in this every time.
Nah, seen that Luka.
You haven't seen it yet. You right.
So if Ja do it, feed him. Feed him. You know what I mean?
This will be a good debate at the end of the year if all of them continue to play good. And notice we even didn't mention Joker, and Joker kept bringing his team. He could finish number 1 seed, and we even didn't mention Joker.
We even mentioned Antetokounmpo, and he is being.
Nah. They start off bad though.
No, but you see the numbers he's putting up.
Yeah, that's true.
He is putting up some numbers.
That's
bro.
true.
14 rebounds, 5
That's
assists,
true.
29
That's true.
points.
Let me stop front. My bad. Sorry, Mr. Antetokounmpo. Sorry, Mr. Antetokounmpo. Anybody else we ain't mention it? If Durant didn't get injured, of course he'd always be in it. You know what I mean?
I really feel that's a top 5 right now.
Yeah, definitely. We
Embiid,
and
Joker.
Chris Paul if he didn't get injured though.
Yeah.
So we gotta say him too because he just got injured, so he should be on our list.
Yeah, I feel
you gotta say that.
The problem with Chris Paul, he's been doing this all his years.
They owe him one.
Right,
good story.
But it takes
good
away
story.
From you do this every year.
I think if he didn't get injured for 6 to 8 weeks and they finished, look how they finishing.
Yeah.
If they finish how they finishing, they're gonna be like, we cannot give it to him. You feel me? Or we even say Monty Williams is coach of the year.
Coach of the year.
So that's we got it.
Say
you ain't say it.
I say my coach of the year.
I say mine too, but you ain't say mine. Sorry, Spooty. Spooty gonna watch this and be super mad.
Yeah. Suns gotta get something.
Right. They gonna get the championship though. That's why I think we gonna give it to everybody else. Cause the Suns gonna get the championship.
You sure they get it?
I think so. I think at this point now, I was holding on hope for the Lakers. I was holding on hope for the Nets. I'm still interested to see what the Nets gonna do, but I don't think nothing they could do could stop what the Phoenix Suns doing. Assuming Chris Paul comes back from injury.
Green come back, that Warriors team looking crazy. Still scary.
True. But I don't know about beating that Suns team. It's scary, but I don't know if it beating a Suns team have really good defensive players on it.
You gonna see, bro?
They have. That's what I'm saying. I saying that Warriors team is scary, but the Suns team got defensive guys, and they got a shooter too. They ain't got a Curry, but they got a Booker. Come on.
Basketball guys, give us that for the conference finals.
I would like to see. That's a good one. I would like to see the Nets against the Sixers. That would be a good one.
First round.
You want to say first?
No. Yeah, I'm saying first round.
No.
The Heat is gonna make I like to see the
I think the Bucks gonna beat the Heat. The Bucks owe them a beat.
That's what I said.
The Bucks owe them a beat.
That's
Yeah.
a conference right there.
Come on, bro.
The Heat and the
Nah,
Bucks in conference finals.
that's a second rounder. That's a second rounder. Take all your injuries and bring it back next year.
Let's go basketball guards.
All right. And then, like I said, I want to see the Hornets against the Bulls.
First round?
I want to see that. I want to see that. I don't know, like how they looking right now. I don't think I'm gonna see that first round. But I think one of them ain't gonna make it to the second round. But I would like to see a Hornets and Bulls series.
But I like the two pickups the Hornets got so far.
Mm-hmm.
They got Montreal Herald and they got Isaiah Thomas.
Right, but then we still gotta look at seeding where you at now and how you gotta finish. So I say the basketball guards give me that. I would love to see something like that. I would love to see the Kings win a playing game. That's something I want to see. And Man U, right now, I would like to see them beat the Lakers. That's just how I feel right now. That's how you living, bro. De'Aaron Fox. You don't like De'Aaron Fox?
The Kings. Jesus.
I'm just saying. If we talking to basketball guards, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve that.
Nothing, bro. Kings.
On that note, we're gonna close out this section. We got one more section for you guys. We'll be right back.
Kings?
So here's why I think the Phoenix Suns are going to be the NBA champions at the end of the 2021-2022 NBA season. Honestly, it's really nothing much for me to say. I've been watching this team pretty much for the last 15 plus-ish years, and this has been the best I have ever seen the Suns play basketball. We are top 3 in defensive rating, top 3 in offensive rating, top 3 in net rating. Statistically across the board, we are one of the best teams, if not, and I think the best team in the NBA. Our record speaks to it, but I'll get into a little bit of the specifics as to why I think exactly there's really no one I'm afraid of in a 7-game series. Number one, our biggest problem in the finals last year was our inside presence. Outside of DeAndre Ayton, we had a lot of injuries to our big men, and so we had to play a lot of small ball in the playoffs. Didn't really work against us. Didn't really work for us in the finals, and I think we have fixed that problem off rip from the off season by signing someone like JaVale McGee. We also were able to find a gem out of nowhere in Bismack Biyombo, signed him to a 10-day contract, and now he's officially with the team. So we definitely have immediately fixed our number one problem from the finals last year, which was our inside presence. That affected our rebounding, that affected the way we were able to control our defense, because Ayton or the center position is really the focus or focal point of where we play, on how we play our defense. So that's one of the biggest problems we fixed in the offseason. Another problem we had was our guard play. Outside of Devin Booker, we really didn't have a true pure shooting guard to back up that position. So a lot of times we had to just fill in the rest of the offense from whoever was hot that night or whoever was able to give us more. We signed Landry Shamet in the offseason. Personally, it hasn't been the best signing. It hasn't worked out overall, but at the end of the day, he is someone who is going to regress to the mean, which is a three-point shooter who is not going to be a negative on defense. And that's exactly what you need for your backup shooting guard, who is going to ensure that you have great guard play in the defensive backcourt, but also decent offensive backcourt play. And that's really the only deficits we had on that team. DeAndre Ayton has been playing like an all-star, save for the injuries this year. He's honestly top 3 center in the league. He is the anchor of our defense. He's grown every year. Like I said, we're top 3 defensive rating, and I think that has been the most important key as to why we're a good team, because the way we score our points, we're not really a high-flying offense. We don't really get out in transition much. We abuse the mid-range game because honestly, the way the NBA is now, there's a lot of post defense and there's a lot of perimeter defense. But when you have the 2 best mid-range guards in the game on your team, you're able to abuse one of the biggest holes in NBA defenses today, which is that mid-range defense. And that is the best shot you can get for Devin Booker and Chris Paul. So once you run into a team that can create problems for those two to generate their offense, we're still a reliable three-point shooting team. You have persons like Jay Crowder, Cam Johnson, who is top 3 in three-point percentage in the league right now. So we're still able to attack you in a variety of ways. And like I said, top 3 center in the league, DeAndre Ayton has an amazing finish around the rim. He's beginning to get more dominant, more forceful, but he has, since his days at the University of Arizona, had one of the best soft touches for a big man in the league I've seen for years. So there's really not a lot of ways you can attack us defensively and our offensive output will fall off. We are guards at the mid-range. We can attack you at the three-point level, and our inside presence with DeAndre Ayton and now JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo is really difficult from an NBA defense to really work against, because we are so good at all 3 levels on the court offensively. And like I said, we're still a top defensive team. And once we can hold our opponents to a certain number, we really don't need to score 130, 140 points each game. So that's why I think, honestly, we're the best team. We're going to win. I don't see anyone who can provide a serious matchup problem for us across the board in a 7-game series. So, I'm going to talk to y'all in June. Definitely going to be shouting y'all out FaceTime from the championship parade in Phoenix. Get ready.
All right, so that was a little insert from our guy Spooty, a Suns lover, all of that. Y'all know it's been Suns 2020, Suns 2021, now it's Suns 2022. He might be right this year, but let's talk about that. You heard what he had to say, Coach. What you think about what he was saying? He made some interesting points. He was talking about the inside, the outside, the defense, the offense. What you think? You the coach.
Yeah, man. It goes like everybody with their team. They're going to express how they feel, that everybody's team is the greatest. But he has some truth to what he says. So let's see if they could put it together like how he explains and win it all.
I think at the time of the recording, the Chris Paul injury was not a thing yet.
Okay, so that's pre-Chris Paul.
So that was a pre-Chris Paul injury interview. But we do expect them to come back at some point at the end of the year.
I gotcha.
So with that said, let's talk about who we think gonna win the West. Who we think gonna win the East? Let's start with the West since we're already on the Suns, and then let's talk about that. Let's see.
All right.
Let's start off with the West.
From the West, man. Like I ain't gonna be devil's advocate. I'm still going. I think Golden State. I'm still sticking to the Golden State from preseason. So I think Golden State gonna win it all. No, not honor. I think Golden State gonna win the East. The West, sorry. I think the Golden State gonna win the West.
Golden State Warriors. Yeah. That's your pick.
Yeah.
That's your mid-season. When we record this at the end of the year, you got Golden State. All right, for me, I definitely got to go with them Suns. Like I can't deny that. I think Golden State will be a good series. I used to think the Lakers would be a good series, but I don't know if that anymore. And then the Grizzlies going to be a fun series, but I'd rather see the Grizzlies play the Warriors and the Warriors beat them, and then we'll see the Suns. But I would like to see Chris Paul finally get a win over Steph Curry. I would like to see Devin Booker finally get the recognition he deserves. So I think I love DeAndre Ayton. So to me, there's nothing else you could want more than seeing the Suns win. If you're a true basketball fan and a fan who's been watching for the past 10 years, whether you were a super Suns fan like Spooty or you were just a fan of basketball, you want to see Chris Paul finally beat Steph Curry and take it to the finals. You want to see Devin Booker finally get his recognition he deserves. And if you're a Bahamian, you want to see DeAndre Ayton make that finals and then actually win the championship. So that's why I got the Suns. Let's move on to the East. What we got?
For the East?
I mean, and I know you love the Miami Heat, but I want your real pick. Not who win the conference finals, who win the East and in the finals.
All right, so winning the East. So you don't want me to pick the Miami Heat?
No, I'm not saying you have to pick them if you really believe that.
The East, boy, listen, that's the first time the East is being so competitive and interesting. But I'll go with the Miami Heat, bro. Like I think we could win it all. I think we could win the East this year.
You know, we gotta keep their fine status. You gotta make sure when he go to Miami, they still showing him some love. You gotta let him know. So for me, I think the Heat are going to be formidable. I learned the word. The Heat are going to be formidable, but I really, really like the Bucks returning back to the finals. I think they're going to win. I think the Sixers are actually going to give the Bucks the run for the money. I see in my mind, the Bucks are going to beat the Heat in the second round. The Bucks owe them one, and then you're going to have the Sixers against the Bucks, and then the Sixers ain't ready yet, and the Bucks don't take it to the finals again. So who you got for championship? So like in your scenario, you got the Heat versus the Warriors.
Boy.
Who you got?
They say defense win championship. Two of them good defensive team.
Assuming all sides healthy.
I'm not gonna be biased. If Golden State is healthy, I see Golden State in 6, Heat in 7. If Golden State don't win in 6, Heat in 7, bro.
Okay. Now I got a replay of last year's finals, the Bucks against the Phoenix Suns, and then this year I believe the Phoenix Suns are going to take that step, win that championship for the Phoenix area, win that championship for our super fan Spooty, Phoenix super fan Spooty. I think we're going to be watching Spooty celebrate in the summer this year, somewhere inside the Phoenix area, Arizona area. All right. So that's what we got. That's what we got.
Spooty, if they win.
Go ahead.
Spooty, if they win, we gonna have a bowl. You gotta come sit next to us, and you gonna drink your
Nah,
champagne.
he gonna have his own segment. We only gonna be here. We just gonna give him we gonna give him the mic. We gonna give him the camera. Let him do his own thing.
Don't let the Suns buck the Heat and check. Well, Spooty, you gotta come. We gotta do a show.
We gotta watch some games.
We gotta do a show.
We gotta watch
bro.
some games.
Live show, bro.
All right. So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Pick'ems.
Let's do the pick 'em.
I feel like I'm still winning that. It's been a couple of weeks since we covered it, but I feel like I should still be winning that.
Yeah, you still winning from the last time we picked. The last week, I was 3-2 and you was 2-3. Overall stats, I'm 25 and 23. So I won 25, I lost 35. You won 32 and you lost 28. So you doing good, boy.
All right. So
Like 4 games over 500.
I'm feeling good about that. Good about that.
So let's do this week then. We got 5 games this week. Miami and Brooklyn, Thursday game.
Well,
Katie's back. They playing in Brooklyn. Katie's supposed to come back tomorrow.
well, that's why you say that. Nah, no.
You know I'm going.
Give me Brooklyn.
I'm going, Mike.
Yeah, give me Brooklyn. Give me Brooklyn. Kyrie got something to prove.
Okay. Do they play in Brooklyn, bro? He can't play.
Give me Miami.
He changed it quick.
Give me Miami.
All right, so that's both of us.
Yeah.
All right, Memphis and Boston. Two good.
Well,
They playing in Boston.
Boston.
Okay.
I got you. I can take that off your mind. I got Boston. I know you like to pick Boston and lose every time.
Nah,
I'm
not
gonna take
picking
that off your
Boston,
mind.
bro. I'm picking Memphis. Cleveland and 76ers Friday and 76 and Philly.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Give me Cleveland.
I'm going with, because I'm going with
Yeah,
Philly.
give me
All right.
Cleveland. You know what I'm gonna do? Anyway, when this comes out, these games are already gonna happen. Let's go.
Okay. Then we got Indiana and Washington. You gotta put the buddy in there because we ain't talking about buddy. We talking about dating today.
Yeah, we gotta talk about buddy.
Indiana and Washington.
Give me Indiana.
You going
Give
Indiana?
me 2-4-2 in the building. Indiana with Buddy Hield leading scorer in the game.
That's both of us, bro.
Let's go. You're gonna live
Okay.
and die with that one.
Facts. We got Utah and Dallas. That should be a good game.
That's a good ass game. Where I is?
They playing in Dallas.
Give me Utah.
I was gonna go wherever opposite you go with, but
Then
I'm
go with
feeling-
Dallas then.
I'm
Go with
feeling-
Dallas then. That
I'm
means
feeling
go with
Utah.
Dallas.
I was praying you pick Dallas.
Give me Utah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Dallas, bro. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
All right, bet.
Okay.
Give me a recap.
So we got Miami versus Brooklyn. Katie's coming back tomorrow. Both of us still pick Miami. Then we got Memphis and Boston. You pick Boston, I pick Memphis. Then we get Cleveland, and we're doing this from Cleveland to LA. Anyway, we got Cleveland and 76ers. I got
76ers.
Sixers, you got Cleveland. We got Indiana and Washington. Both of us pick Indiana.
Definitely.
With Buddy Hield being the top scorer to the world. Then we got Utah and Dallas. I got Dallas, you got Utah.
Donovan Mitchell don't let me down. Rudy Gobert don't let me down. I like it though. I feel like we're getting close to me winning this whole thing. So I'm liking it.
It's gonna hurt him because Luka is gonna do what he do to LeBron.
All right.
Like that.
You
See Luka do like that?
Oh, we gonna see. That was on LeBron.
No, what he did to LeBron though. He had LeBron on skates. Like, get off of me and then laying it off.
That's why they trade DeAndre Jordan. He dunk all over DeAndre Jordan.
No, that was on Howard.
It looked like
put back on Howard.
It was a big black guy. It was nasty though. It was nasty. Nothing more nasty than that John Moran dunk.
Like the whole game.
Pirtle should just definitely retire.
Like the dunk.
The 52 points.
And then the catch at the half, before the half, and hit the shot. Like,
as well as the picture afterwards, like there was a real college lovely team having a
5-0 and all that.
That was crazy.
But
that was
like
crazy.
the dunk was nice, but I love
that was an MVP type of moment.
Right.
That was an MVP moment.
I love the catch and shoot, bro, because you had like 0.4 seconds. Steven Adams couldn't give a perfect pass, off balance, behind the backboard, nothing but that.
You know, Kobe had a behind the backboard type.
No,
of
we
shot
talking about
before.
Jaron Moran, bro.
I'm just saying, when you start doing greatness type moves, you gotta be great. That's all. I'm just giving him his greatness, man. Jesus. R.I.P.
This is all for this. I know you like your Kobe, bro.
Anyway, guys, that is the Fox basketball episode for tonight. Coach, you was talking some good stuff tonight. That's our predictions. That's our mid-season awards. Of course, you know I had that little injury for you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Check us out next week. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. It's going to be a surprise, but imagine it's going to be a nice little good broadcast. Don't tell them, man. It's going to be a good little broadcast. It's a good broadcast next week. Let's just say it's a good broadcast. Look out for this one. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna love this one.
He's not gonna tell you.
We're gonna put something up. We're gonna make it look good when we do it. Alright, so this is the Fox. This is the Black Swan. That's ThaBlackSwaan.
That's the host.
Until next time, we out.
Be easy. Yo.